So AMD jumped a lot, and I did something kind of risky. I don't know how you guys are going to react to this. I think I made a good decision. We'll see how it turns out next week. Let's get into this video. AMD went up a ridiculous amount today. It went up over 15%. We're at 69.05, and the reason why it's been going up so much, it's because around right here, July 21st, they announced that they're going to bring out their new 7 nanometer chips. So it jumped, right? It jumped to like 60, low 60s. Yesterday, Intel announced their earnings, and Intel had really good earnings, but they gave out a 12-month delay on their fast chips. And so because Intel lagged, Intel went down by a lot. It lost a good 15%. So if we go to it right now, we look at Intel, it crashed a lot, well over 16%. And the reasons why is because even though they had good earnings, because everybody's working from home, so a lot more demand for their supply, they are struggling to take out their new 7 nanometer chip, and they expected a 12-month delay, and therefore it went down a lot. AMD, because it's a new up-and-comer, it just skyrocketed today. It's a new up-and-comer. It's the only one that's actually giving any rivalry to Intel, so it jumped by a lot. So this is what I did. I closed my AMD call at $57 that I bought for $74. It costed well over $2,200. I know that was quite a bit because I basically lost over $2,200, but I bought to close because I think what I'm gonna do next is gonna make me an extra $600 on top of this profit. So there we go. It closed. They took it off my money, and at the time AMD was worth $68.29. I went to go sell a call for next Friday, and I wanted to do it something that was in the money, something AMD was already over, so that the probability of me making my money back was a lot higher. So I picked 65, which gave me a premium of $5.65 per contract. And as you can see, it changed because AMD was still open. So I bought two of them. And so I already made $1,100 back, which means I'm in the negative $1,000, right? Because I spent $2,000, but I already made $1,000 off premiums. But the thing is, I'm selling them at 65, not 57. So I'm making $800 per contract if it's over the price for next week. If AMD is over 65 for next week, which it most likely will be because it's already $68. So it's in the money. Now, $800 per contract, that's $1,600. Since I'm already like $1,000 negative, that's $600 profit. So with this, instead of selling at 57, I'm selling at 65. Yes, I spent $2,000, but I already made $1,000 back in premiums. And if I were to sell at 65, not 57, I'd make $1,600 profit minus $1,000 that was still negative. That's $600 profit. To explain it a little better, I'm looking at my portfolio right now. This is in the link in the description below. You guys can click on this and it will show up exactly like this. You guys can take a look at my portfolio, my dividends, trading options, and all that stuff. So if we go look at trading options, if I wouldn't have done anything, AMD would have executed. Sorry, this should be executed, and I would have had to sold my 200 shares at $5,700 each, which means I would have made money, and my total profits is $1,700, right? So just looking at this and looking at the blue, and yeah, I also closed the Coca-Cola call for $44, made $23 off premium, $1 to close it to get my money back. I could have let it expire and made that dollar, but I needed money in order to do what I did with AMD, and so I did that with Coca-Cola, and I canceled. You can see the 57 premium for AMD for this Friday. I canceled it, and yeah, I did spend and wasted well over $2,000. That's my bad. That's because trading options, I didn't know AMD was going to jump over over 13% in one day. I didn't know that, or else I wouldn't have done that. But now I'm selling at 65, and the reason why the premium is so much is because AMD is worth 69. So if AMD trades sideways for next week and doesn't gain anything, doesn't lose anything, it will still be over 65, and I will be forced to sell my 200 shares at 65. That's why the premium is so high. It's because it's considered in the money already. So if I do that, I will be making $6,500, and as you can see, my total profit increases quite a bit. So yes, I spent well over $2,000. That's my fault. But if I would have done nothing, $1,700 overall. If I If it goes according to plan, $2,245. So I think this should be good. I'll let you guys know what happens. Obviously, if I lose a lot of money, I'll tell you guys, and I'll let you guys know what happens with that. All right, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys on the next video. Thank you.